What if everything you know about angels and demons is absolutely wrong? Imagine if these beings were not external entities, but instead internal aspects of our own minds. Representations of our conscious and subconscious thoughts, positive and negative emotions. They are not separate from us, but rather they are deeply intertwined with our very being. So we pose the question, could it be that these forces are not external, but rather internal? Consider this. Angels and demons might not be physical beings, but symbolic representations of our rational and irrational minds. They're the forces that govern our thoughts, emotions, and actions. They're not external entities, but internal archetypal patterns that play out in our consciousness. Imagine angels and demons as positive and negative connections within our minds. The angelic forces represent the positive, the constructive, the uplifting. They're the thoughts that inspire us, the feelings that motivate us, and the actions that bring about growth and evolution. On the other hand, the demonic forces symbolize the negative, the destructive, the disruptive. They're the thoughts that limit us, the feelings that overwhelm us, and they're simply the challenging aspects of our psyche that need to be understood and integrated. These internal forces can also be seen through the lens of masculine and feminine energies. The masculine represents the positive, the active, the assertive. The feminine, on the other hand, represents the negative, the receptive, the intuitive. These are not gender-based distinctions, but energetic polarities that exist within us all. Just as the masculine and feminine energies come together to create new life, the angelic and demonic forces within us interact to shape our lives. They're part of the natural flow of energy, the dance of creation and evolution. This dance can be harmonious or chaotic, depending on how well we understand and integrate these forces. So when we talk about angels and demons, we're really discussing the forces within us that drive our actions, thoughts, and feelings. We're talking about the light and the dark, the constructive and the destructive, the rational and the irrational. We're exploring the complex landscape of our minds, the terrain of our souls. Remember, our inner angels and demons are not our enemies. They're our teachers, our guides, our allies. They're the forces that challenge us and compel us to grow. They're the catalysts for our transformation. They're the sparks that ignite our evolution. So let's embrace them, learn from them, and use them as tools for self-discovery and self-empowerment. The pentagram, a symbol often associated with these forces, has been used by the elite Order of the Golden Dawn for millennia. This five-pointed star, often misunderstood and misinterpreted, is not a tool of dark magic, but rather a symbol of self-empowerment and self-integration. In their secretive rituals, the Order calls upon the energies of the four archangels, Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael. Yet these figures are not to be understood as external entities. Instead, they represent the vast and powerful energies that reside within each one of us. These rituals are not mere ceremonies, they are advanced forms of psychology designed to heighten an individual's frequency and to integrate the conscious and subconscious aspects of our minds. They draw upon the positive and negative, the light and the dark, the rational and the irrational, in an elegant dance of self-awareness and self-improvement. These rituals aren't about summoning external beings, but about harnessing and integrating the forces within us. The real challenge is not to banish our demons, but to work with them, integrate them, and transform them. This is an invitation to recognize our inner angels and demons as forces that shape our thoughts, emotions, and actions, rather than external entities that control us. The journey to personal growth and enlightenment is about harmonizing these internal forces. It's about balancing the positive and negative, the light and the dark, the rational and the irrational. It's about understanding that both are necessary for our development and evolution. The misconception that angels and demons are external forces independent of us can lead us astray. It can make us feel powerless and lost, like we're being tossed around by forces beyond our control. But the truth is, these forces are not outside of us. They are within us. They are part of our psyche, our consciousness, and our subconsciousness. They are the manifestations of our thoughts, our feelings, our desires, and our fears. When we work with these internal forces, when we integrate them and transform them, we can achieve a state of inner peace and harmony. We can unlock our true potential and step into our power. We become the masters of our own destiny rather than the victims of external forces. Our angels must dance with our demons. By understanding these forces within ourselves, we can transform our lives